Because you can be sure that Tinubu was not in power that ran and snatched and grabbed it. Already has the 2027 election results written. A Tinubu that will be busy appointing weakest man as electoral commissioner, the most violent election rigger in Nigeria today, openly is Wike. That is the person whose proxy was being appointed as
that's a weighty allegation.
Electoral commissioner.
I think that this Senate, my colleagues, you must allow the workers of Natasha to have their allowances. I so move, Mr. President.
My name is Senator Ned Nwoko. I represent the good people of Delta North, Delta State. Mr. President, I do...
Guys, our brother, Barrister Dele Farotimi, the guy has dropped another one. He said 2027 election, Pablo Escobar already have the result written. That's number. Number two, I want to ask you agree with him. Not that they are just going to read. He said he has the result written. One thing I like with his Dele Farotimi, I like his command of English and his audacity. I like people that are bold, naturally. That's number. Number two, this guy, former governor of Abia State, Osji Uzokalo. Now, he advocated for Senator Natasha aide. Now, you suspended the lady. She got 8 aides, right? ADCs. Now, these guys have family. Why would you have to see their salary also? She advocated, appeal that a salary should be paid and the rest, you know. Guess what? This guy, you know, bluntly refused some of, you know, I like what they are doing against Senator Natasha. Because the more they are carrying out the evil, the more they are exposing themselves, the world is saying. I want you to watch the video. Please drop your honest thoughts, okay? But on the issue of Dele Farotimi, I want to hear your take on that. Do you believe? Me, I'm of the opinion, definitely it's going to be rigged. We know that now. They can't do anything without rigging. You understand? But he said he has the result written already. Please, as you watch this video, do me a favor by giving a thumbs up and please share.
Because you can be sure that Tinubu was not in power that ran and snatched and grabbed it. Already has the 2027 election results written. A Tinubu that will be busy appointing weakest man as electoral commissioner, the most violent election rigger in Nigeria today, openly is Wike. That is the person whose proxy was being appointed as
that's a weighty allegation.
Electoral commissioner.
That's a weighty allegation. I
said it because he's on video. Now what I beg, she will stop being politically correct. There are multiple videos and audios of Wike enforcing his political will in Rivers State over and above the sovereign will of the people of that state. Violently too. So this is not, please, I don't do beer parlor talk.
No, because
and when you need to balance things, you can, are you suggesting, okay, so let's turn it into an argument. I am saying here, my name remains Dele Farotimi, and I am saying that there are more than enough material online showing Wike violently suppressing the right of the people of Rivers State to elect their chosen representatives. And I am saying that his personal aide, his person, has already been appointed a resident electoral commission since Tinubu came to power. So how can you be talking about a free and fair election in 2027 when it's already a fait accompli that without consequential amendment of the Electoral Act, without a consequential reformation of our judicial system, the same madness that took place in 2023 will repeat itself in 2027. If we do not tell ourselves these basic truths ahead of time, how can we even hope that anything will change? We have to be unapologetic and unrepentant in pushing the truth in their eyes. As I've told you, the truth is both a sword and a shield. I love wielding it as a sword and smashing them on the head with it, and I don't care for their feelings. I don't know how long any one of us is going to live. I'm not going to live my life kowtowing to the opinion, sentiments, or emotions of worthless human beings who have wrecked the life of thousands and millions by their actions and inactions. So we cannot be talking about an election in 2027 in the presence of the multiple madnesses that have remained with us in the presence of a situation where a corrupt INEC chairman will open his mouth and blithely declare on national TV, go to court. We can't be having that and be talking about an election in 2027. We must at least be honest enough to tell ourselves what is in front of us. If there is going to be an election worthy of his name, I will be out there supporting Peter Obi. If there will be an election, and if we still even have a country, the way Bulaba is going with Nigeria, what do we know that will be left of this country by 2027? What will be left of this country? Anemia is being in his own domain after ransomware, and we are talking about 2027. And Oba was killed. Obas, for instance, were for the other time, and we are still talking about 2027. You practically don't have a functional state again. Somebody is single-handedly, without recourse to any due process, the due process law be damned, the PPP law be damned, single-handedly, without public tender of any sort, be awarding a road at 4 billion naira per kilometer, and you are still talking about a country. Why are we lying to ourselves? We must, even if they will not agree, we must be unapologetic in telling these truths. Whether we would have a country in 2027 is up in the air. Hunger has become a real issue.
So, I mean, the government of the day will say, Mr. Farotimi, that they are making...
Which government? The government that cannot even ensure that we have fuel. Which government? Do you have government? You have exploiters, buccaneers, thieves.
But, I mean,
which government?
The government of the day will say they are making efforts in fixing the problem that they met on the ground. It's still early in the day. They just have about a year.
I'm Chinese too. I'm Chinese and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me? The government of the day has said they are making effort. We see the effort now. They are making effort. They are buying private jet. They are buying yacht. They are spending 21 billion to renovate. They are spending 90-something billion on Hajj. Is that the? And then they are falsely and fraudulently implementing Orosanye report. They are busy privatizing NNPC. We are busy refining in Malta and everywhere. We see the effort they are making. So I'm Chinese too, Sheung, and I'm 6'7". Do you believe me?
So you don't see any good that this government has done since the last 1 year?
It?
No, I'm asking. Because I'm a journalist. I'm asking.
I had no expectation of anything good from this government. Nobody steals power to benefit the people. It does not happen. I do not expect the mercies of a thief who has robbed me. I was not under any illusion whatsoever about this government.
Amendment. Her aides have families. Most of them have come from villages, from towns to live in Abuja. It will be wrong to punish aides that have not committed any offense. Their aides will receive their allowances. No, but Dandu said, you have to agree with this. The aides of Natasha is not Natasha. It will be wrong for this Senate to deprive those aides not collecting their allowances. They are workers. They don't have any other farm to go to, Mr. President. Because these aides are workers of Senator Natasha. So I'm moving for amendment of that section that the aides will receive their allowances, Mr. President. I plead with you that these people might be having family in Abuja. They don't go to any farm. They don't have any other way of feeding. And I think that this Senate, my colleagues, you must allow the workers of Natasha to have their allowances. I so move, Mr. President.
My name is Senator Writtn. I represent the good people of Delta North, Delta State. Mr. President, I do stand to second the amendment as proposed by Senator Oji Uzokalo. It's only fair that we allow the workers, even if they don't come to within the premises of the National Assembly, to receive their allowances. I so support. Thank you.
And public petitions is a true and fair view and representation of what occurred here in these chambers on the 20th of February 2025. Distinguished colleagues, I was present, as were many of you, on the 20th of February, when this issue arose. I watched from my vantage position here, the screaming, the shouting, the speaking, even without recognition, in front of an audience. Young school children sat up there from the gallery watching this display. Distinguished colleagues, this Senate chambers is a citadel of democracy. In these chambers hearing represents 109 men and women who are a representation of the different ethnic groups, the different tribes, religions, and faiths of this country. It is expected that there will be differences of opinions. But this Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended is a Bible or Quran, if you will, a guide, a North Star for this Senate, such that there will be structured debate, there will be dialogue, and we will come to consensus building. And the majority will have their opinion heard, such that we can move this nation forward. Without these rules, without these guides, like the Chief Whip said, we may remain as animals. Every association, every institution has its rules. We cannot pick which one we will defend, or which one we will choose to adopt, or which one we will choose to follow and ignore the others. What occurred here was a flagrant disregard, or maybe a misunderstanding of these rules. Your Excellency, these rules assures that this Senate is stronger as a whole than the sum total of our parts. I stand by the prayers that this committee's report states, and I say that please, there's little or no need to continue to debate this. Let us get into the action of the day. Thank you very much, and God bless you.